Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. Welcome back to another beautiful day here. Hopefully I get this place cleaned up tonight, but we'll see. It's late again. I had to come home and do a whole bunch of busy work. And so yesterday I talked about the con crash. When you come back from that kind of excited, elevated week, and then you deal with going back to real life. I don't need calls from Nebraska right now. You come back and you try to deal with real life, and things just kind of get in the way, and then you slow down, and then mentally you start to just kind of, realize that, man, life is essentially boring. And how do you deal with that? Well, make sure my mic's on. Too many times I have done this show without the mic on. One of my ways of dealing with it is to just dive right into life and try to stay busy. And today was definitely one of those days. I came back expecting to have a ton of work in the schools. That's not the case currently. What I have is a ton of work at the office. Everybody's moving offices. I have to, change phones over from IP phones to standard phones, do all this busy work. So I was really busy today, walking around, doing a whole bunch of busy work, and then came home and immediately had to get the girls and take them to get shots and all that sort of stuff. And so, I'm doing laundry right now. Like the goal is to kind of, our normal lives, if we manage our time properly, our normal lives can be fairly relaxing. If you spend your time doing your chores slowly over the course of a period of time, then there's generally a lot of free time for relaxation, a lot of free time for exploring hobbies and that sort of stuff. And my method for when I return from one of these shows, one of these super high energy events, is to essentially try to keep that energy up for a while and live life like just a little bit higher energy. You don't have to it's kind of like I guess coming down off of a drug addiction or something. You just kind of have to step down off of it. So for a few days, live life, on an elevated scale and be excited and energetic, and then kind of just back down and kind of wean yourself off of the endorphins that come from the shows. So that's my plan. That's what I've been doing. That's what today was. It's been pretty crazy. I've been thinking about the show a lot, all the friends, re-catching up with all the friends I caught up with there. It's funny, we don't chat a whole lot in the off season, and then during the con season, it's like we see each other, we spend some time together, not as much as we'd like to, and then afterwards, it's always these messages, I missed you, or whatever, good to see you again, and then we catch up, and it's very cyclic, but I enjoy it. My allergies are crushing me right now, so I don't know if it was something there that I brought back, or just coming back into West Virginia. My allergies are murdering my face hole. So I'm trying to not blow my nose on camera. I don't think I've ever done that. Couple things that I wanted to show you. One is what's in this envelope, and this is a gift from a friend. This particular friend, I don't think she watches the show, but I've known her for years through the conventions. Her name is Beth Moak, and she is a amazing baker. She bakes cookies for every show and brings them to everybody's booths, and she's just really awesome lady. Her and her husband Steve usually volunteer for Stephen Bonacore at Stronghold games, so we go to her booth a lot and grab stuff and get hugs and all that stuff. Well, she's also an artist, and one day I saw this one picture on Twitter, and I said, I want to frame this. And she just kind of responded with an LOL, And here it is. I absolutely love this. And I do want to frame this. Look how amazing this is. I don't know if I'm catching it in the light or not. I'll take a picture and put it here, actually. This is called, I don't know what the technique is called, but essentially it's one of those things where a lot of the line work is done without lifting the pen. So this was all kind of squiggly line. And then all this pinpoint work for all of the shaded parts. Wow. So not only did she do this one, she did 2 more in the series. So I have this one, which I really like. It reminds me of like the Death Star over the Forest of Endor or something. I know I'm being a nerd. I don't know if that's an intentional design on her part. Maybe. She's a geek just like me. And then this one. So I've got a couple of verticals. So pretty soon, I love these these pictures. I'm super excited about it. Everybody else got prints. I got the originals. These are original Beth Mokes. But then I got home and realized she didn't sign these. Or if she did, she hid her signature very well. So I'm going to be building frames for these. I've never done artwork frames and matting. So that's something to explore on the channel. And I'm super excited about having these. You can see all the original pencil lines and stuff. I'm so excited to have these on my wall. So that was an amazing gift from her. And I really, really appreciate that. Another gift from a regular viewer, Chris Honorama, gave me a gift certificate to Skyline Chili. And on my way to Gen Con, I may have made an offensive video about the Midwest. And while I didn't intend to be like crapping all over the Midwest and say it's not worth my time, my intention was I want to know what led people to staying there, you know. And some people in the comments got kind of aggressively upset about it because they thought maybe I was saying that they shouldn't live there. And that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, why do people stay there? The same as West Virginia. There's no reason to live here. We don't have an industry. We don't have anything. You know, the railways are gone, so we don't have that thoroughfare. The rivers aren't used for transportation of goods anymore, so I mean, we don't have a reason to exist. That's what I was getting at. And when you get Midwest, you're even farther from the coasts, which are typically where people want to live. People want to live on the coasts because the ocean's there. There's plenty of food available. Whereas the further you move Midwest, the more hunting and farming you have to do. And you know, there's no ports in the Midwest. It's not like there's a shipping business there or anything like that. And so it wasn't, and I wasn't trying to take a stab at the Midwest and say that people who live there are something wrong with them. What I'm saying is, I'm fascinated by the idea that some time ago people settled in an area because it was a convenient stop along the way to wherever they were headed, or because there was industry there. But since that has all moved on, and people stayed. You know. Indianapolis in particular, there's nothing there. I mean, that town exists because people stayed there. And it fascinates me that it has grown to be such a robust town with really no natural resources around it that are, you know, other than wind. They have wind farms all around that city. It's not like it's a major industrial center. It's just a big city in the middle of a plain, and it fascinates me. But the point is, driving through Ohio, I stopped at Skyline Chili. This is a mandatory stop for me along the way. Put a picture here. This is what's known as coney dogs with onion, mustard, chili and cheese, and then chili cheese fries. They also are mostly well known for their ways. A 3-way being spaghetti, chili, and cheese. You can get a 4-way or a 5-way, which adds onions or beans, or onions and beans. So Chris Hahn gave me a gift card because he didn't know I was a Skyline Chili fan, and I had this on the way home, and thank you so much. So 2 amazing gifts from 2 really awesome friends. I really had a great time, and I'm going to try to keep that energy up through the week. I have more Gen Con stuff to show you, and I'll piece it in. There's a lot of editing to do, but right now I have to clean and do stuff, like grown-up stuff. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being my friends. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from infoplease.com. Which U.S. state shares the most borders with other states? Tennessee and Missouri each share borders with 8 states. Here are the states with their neighbors listed clockwise. Tennessee is Kentucky, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, and Missouri. Missouri is Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska.